Dearest Patricia, I hope this finds you well. We seem to have found ourselves in a dire situation at choosing keycaps. Please consider never using mod pipe and mod tilde to assist our eyes, as I do believe alpha mod and alpha tilde is the way. Sincerely, your viewer. Yeah. Okay, so today we're building the Siren VK87. This was sent out to me by Canon Keys. Pre-order starts November 13th around 11 a.m. Eastern. Pricing starts at $88. It comes in 3 colors, so you have Anno Black, E-Lilac, or E-White. Comes with a PC plate, however, you can buy an extra FR4 plate. And then you also have a choice between plate or screw-in stabs. Does not come with switches or keycaps, so you have to buy those on your own. It has tri-mode, per key, RGB galore. The plates are $7. It's interesting that they give you 2 choices of either screw-in or plate stabilizer. There's a couple other details that I haven't gone into, but I'm gonna open this after we look at the box. As you can see, has all the controls on the box. So here are the tri-modes. And I don't know if you've noticed, but this is a paw. So they sent me an FR4 plate. So here is the neat thing about this board that I haven't gone into. You see this little paw right here? It's a switch. There's 3 modes to it. So you can move this up and down. This one, at the very bottom, is USB. The middle one is Bluetooth, so you see the flashing, and then the very top is 2.4. So neat. So looking at the board, so here's the top. So we already talked about the function of this paw print. It is a TKL, so F12 TKL. You do not have a choice of win key or win keyless. It is just one key. Here's the side. So there is a little diffuser right here. Here's the back. So pretty simple back. You have the feet that are already pre-installed. These are like a silicone feet. So you have 4 screws on top, 4 screws on the bottom, total of 8 screws. The USB side is interesting. You have the USB port, but then you also have the connector right here that fits in. It feels like it's magnetic. First impressions is the E-coat looks a little inconsistent, but that could just be like me nitpicking. If you look like right here, you can see that, right? It's kind of hard to capture on camera. That's the only thing I'm noticing in terms of the coating. I think I do like the paw print the most. Super cute. If only this was like squishy. Let me open this up so we can look at the internals. So the pre-order for this will be through Canon Keys, if you're NA. I'm not sure if they're the only vendor, but they are the ones who sent this out to me. So essentially for this board, I would probably use it as like a travel board. It has good heft, but it's not like super heavy, what you would expect from like an Alu TKL. It's pretty lightweight, all things considered. So here is the diffuser I was talking about. So looks like there's no screw to hold it in. Instead, it's like a sliding system. Slide it in right here. You have a compartment for the battery. You have the battery. You have the screw right here to hold the wire in place. This is where the JST is in the center. And here is where the magnet is to hold the dongle in place, so you don't have to worry about it falling out. So magnet to hold the dongle in place, screw to hold that, and then screw to hold this wire. You have the case foam. The case foam is actually screwed on. So it does have per key RGB. So it looks like gasket. So here's the top piece. So here you can see the paw print is screwed in, and it is a switch. So you can go up and down. Looks like here are more diffuser pieces for RGB. Here you have the anchors on the case. And then looking at the plate, 14 gasket mounting points. It's symmetrical, so you see the 5 up top and then the 2 on the side. But it's interesting because instead of these gaskets being solid, it's actually hollowed out. So instead of this being filled in one solid piece, you see how it's a cutout. So it's essentially like a flex cut for the gasket tabs. This is what the gasket tab looks like. And here's what the silicone piece looks like. And it should just like fit in like that. Neat. There are 4 screw points to anchor the plate onto the PCB. We're gonna take that out. We're gonna take it out. I think my most embarrassing story today though was when we went to eat and the server who brought out our food brought out 2 sets of silverware with my food because they thought that it was 2 people eating, but it was actually just all my food. And when I went to go order to go for Connor, and then the same server was just like, just one? I'm like, yeah, just one. I'm not gonna... yeah, just one. Don't worry, I'm not gonna order like 2 more meals to eat. Oh god. So the Siren VK87 starts at $88. The pre-orders open November 13th. It comes in 3 colors. The board comes with all the foam pre-installed, and then default it uses a PC plate. For like going from foam and no foam, I think it sounds really good without any foam. Pleasantly surprised. It does have a lot of gasket mounting points. It does have a lot of flex cuts. I think all things considered, even with the flex cuts, I felt like it typed alright. Okay, I'll be real with you guys. I like it because of this. Purely because of this. But honestly, this straight out of the box, I didn't tune the stabs. I didn't do anything to the stabs. So I'd say if you're looking for something like under $100 and you like this paw print and you can be sure not to fish it with it, and or if you like RGB bling bling galore, that's the board. Thank you, Canon Keys, for sending it out to me.